Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Slakia, Bahasham Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salute to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in truth and sincerity, hoping to receive mercy from Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh. Yahweh is the name of our Heavenly Father, that's who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh is the name of his only begotten Son, that's who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Latinos, we are the Israelites according to the prophecies of the Holy Scriptures. This is the brother Shamar from the GMS Jamaica camp. And hey, another step towards the end, man. Reading this article from the BBC News, right, dated September 12, 2025. World's first AI, artificial intelligence minister, will eliminate corruption, says Albania's prime minister. Right? So we see the direction Esau wants to take his world. If there's going to be AI even replacing government officials, how much more so the common man working his 9 to 5, in even skilled labor positions. Nobody's going to be safe from not having their job taken away, man. So this is the dystopian world Esau's wants to push the world towards, man. So he can implement his MOTB and everyone can get their credits. But of course they'd have to bow down to get those credits from the government. But let's read the article and I'll get a couple precepts. I pray this lesson is edifying. So world's first AI minister will eliminate corruption, says Albania's prime minister. The new minister named Diela has already been active as a bot, guiding applicants through a process to obtain official documents. Right? For government officials, being called heartless is an occupational hazard, but Albania has chosen to turn that insult into a positive quality by appointing an AI minister. Not a minister for artificial intelligence, rather a cabinet member who is literally the work of AI. The new addition is like a pop star known simply by the single name Diela. Prime Minister Eddie Rama introduced, quote unquote, her as a member of his new cabinet on Thursday, 4 months after securing his 4th term in office in May elections. However, this move was symbolic rather than official, as Albania's constitution insists that government ministers must be mentally competent citizens aged at least 18. Still, the advantages of appointing a bot over humans are obvious. Diela, whose name means son in Albanian, is unlikely to be the source of any unflattering leaks about the government. She'll only be power hungry in the sense of the electricity she consumes, and the damaging expenses scandal will appear to be out of the question. In fact, corruption was uppermost in Rama's mind when he made Diela part of his team as Minister for Public Procurement. Her role will be to ensure that Albania will become a country where public tenders are 100% free of corruption. We are working with a brilliant team, which is not only Albanian but also international. So this could be coming to a country near you, right? To come out with the first full AI model in public procurement, the Prime Minister told the BBC. Not only will we wipe out every potential influence on public biddings, we'll also make the process much faster, much more efficient, totally accountable. Yeah, the usual buzzwords Esau use when he wants to push something, to take away your freedoms, right? Diela has already been working in Albania even before the government appointment. I read that earlier. So let me get some precepts, because this is another step towards the end. This is Habakkuk 2 verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I will answer, or what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yashai, answered and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. We've seen the vision speak right now. Though it tarry, wait for it. It will surely come, it will not tarry, right? So we see the vision isn't tarrying, man. We see the world Esau, the digital world Esau is marching towards. And at the center of that digital world is Revelation 13, verse 16, the mandatory implementation of the MOTB. You can't buy or sell without having that chip, which is going to be linked biometrically to each individual, right? So everything about you can be tracked securely through the cloud, the digital cloud, right? That's the system Esau wants to put in place to secure his hegemony, right? But the Lord have another plan for him, right? So in that world that Esau wants to create, there won't be much jobs. It's more you just get credits from the government, like a social credit system, right? But the thing is, you're gonna have to do what the government says in order to get those credits. What if the government pass a law where you have to take a mandatory chip implanted in your body, which Revelation 13 verse 16 warns against, right? So those who don't take the chip, they won't be able to buy or sell. But here's the prophecy about work being taken away, and through AI we're seeing a lot of jobs being taken in various industries. The latest one is even the government, man. That's where we're going. This is Ecclesiastes 12 verse 1. Remember now thy creator in the day of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease. Grinders, that's the work. When you work in your grinding, so the grinding cease because they are few, and those who look out the windows be darkened. So the forecast of things to come is not looking bright, it's looking dark, man. Especially regarding jobs. And one of the main reasons why these jobs are not going to be available like that is because of AI, artificial intelligence, right? It's a strategic tool that Esau is using, right? We jump to Isaiah 28 verse 1, because a lot of our leaders, they have joined with the enemy of our people. They've joined with the Edomites. And now the way things are going, they might even be out of a job because of AI as well, right? So they're doing everything their masters tell them to do to push this digital infrastructure, which is going to result with AI taking over a lot of these jobs. And even the government members are not going to be having a job either. They're going to fall victim to joblessness as well. This is Isaiah 28 verse 14. Wherefore hear the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yeshai, ye scornful men that rule this people, which is in Jerusalem. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, right? And by the way, the scornful men who rule over the people, which is in Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people before they're a place. And right now, especially, well, speaking from where I currently located, the land of Jamaica, we're predominantly Benjamites, right? Being ruled by the Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who has been pushing what his Edomite masters, have been telling him to push, especially towards implementing digital currency, digital infrastructure, working towards free internet, all going on towards Agenda 2030, right? Not knowing that his job is going to be on the line as well because of AI, right? Because, verse 15, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. Yeah, you think because you join hand in hand with the devil, Esau, Edom. You think you're gonna be good when your people are being, messed up under the harsh conditions, not knowing that you're going to fall victim to it as well, man. You think you're good, because you've made lies your refuge. You think you trick the people, but ultimately the Lord has tricked you, man. The Lord have a trick coming up for you. Right? Verse 16, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste, and toward Yahweh for his son Yahweh Shai, because that is our hope, for his elect in those trying days when there's no jobs, when there's no food, when there's famine, the Lord, when there's mass uproars, Jacob's trouble, implementation of MOTB, World War III, the elect going to be guided through faith by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and going to be kept from those perils, right? That's what we put our trust and faith in. Right? Verse 17, judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the water shall overflow the hiding place, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled. Yeah, so you think you have that covenant, that agreement you made with the so-called white man Esau, Edom, you think that's going to keep you? No, that covenant is going to come to nothing in those days, man. In the days to come, the covenant you made with the so-called white man is not gonna keep you from the judgment what's to come. Again, Isaiah 28 verse 18, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then he shall be trodden down by it. And originally this was written towards the northern kingdom, but of course can be applied to all of Israel today. All right. I'm finished with wisdom on Solomon 6 verse 1. Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand, learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. So this is a message, Slakia, to the people that rule over the people of Israel, right? Especially out here, because I'm in Jamaica. This is to the government of Jamaica as well, right? Verse 3, for power is given you of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yashai, and sovereignty from the highest. Who shall try your works and search out your counsels? Because being ministers of his kingdom, ye have not judged aright, nor kept the law, nor walked after the counsel of the Most High. No, because they walk after the counsel of Esau, Edom, of the Edomites. That is who our leaders take counsel from. They don't take counsel from the Bible or the men of the Lord, right? They're not concerned with that. They're concerned with licking the hand of their masters, their so-called white masters. Verse 5, horribly and speedily shall he come upon you, for a sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places. For mercy will soon pardon the meanest, but mighty men shall be mightily tormented. Right? For he which is Lord over all shall fear no man's person, neither shall he stand in awe of any man's greatness, for he hath made the small and great, and cared for all alike. But a sore trial shall come upon the mighty. Unto you therefore, O kings, do I speak, that ye may learn wisdom and not fall away. For they that keep holiness, holy shall be judged holy. And they that have learned such things shall find what to answer. Wherefore set your affection upon my words, desire them, and ye shall be instructed. Unfortunately, our people, our leaders, have erred from the way of righteousness and have made covenants with devils, man. Right, so therefore the judgment await them. Yeah, but we see that Esau is really going hard, man, towards his new world agenda. But the righteous shall live by faith. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yashai, Bashem HaKakodash. Shalom to the elect.